Data is just numbers until you can see it. In this video, I'll show you how to create professional graphs in Python using Matplotlib, from line plots to histograms to scatter plots, all in just a few minutes. Start off by installing Matplotlib. This is done with pip like usual, pip install Matplotlib. If you're in a virtual environment like me, then we need to do source.venv/bin/activate next line python-m pip install matplotlib. Now that we have that installed, we will need to import it. The matplotlib part we need is in particular from matplotlib import pyplot as plt. This is universally plt used when plotting in Python. So let's just take a basic data frame. This one will show different stocks and their percentage returns for each day. It will also give us an overall market return. So that's the whole market as a whole, and then a risk number that will measure risk in some metric, but that doesn't really matter right now. So we can see our table displayed. Let's start off with the most simple plot, a regular line plot. We will plot this with just plt.plot. Then we need to give it a x and a y-axis argument. Say we wanted to plot A's return throughout the days. We have our independent variable on the x-axis, our days, which we will place in first, df day, and then our dependent variable on the y-axis, df stock A return. This alone will give the plot. However, we also need to make it a bit more presentable, and only minor changes can make a big difference. First, add a title, plt.title. We will give it stock A daily returns. Our x-axis is the day, of which we can give that label with plt.xlabel, and similarly y label for the return percentage given. Often, to make it easier to read data, we will add a grid, plt.gridTrue. Great. Now to display any plot, we use plt.show. So now, running our program, we can see a very clear and simple line plot showing stock A's return throughout the day. But how do we know how this stock behaves? Well, what if we want to plot multiple variable lines on the line plot? Well, we will need to add more lines, one with market return and let's say one with stock B's returns. This change to a line plot is actually rather simple. Take our previous line plot and just do 3 times plt.plot with just changing the dependent variable, so stock B returns and then market return. In order to see a difference between these lines, instead we will add a label to each line. So stock A returns will have the label stock A, next we give it stock B, and the final line we put market. The same labels on the axes can be used, but the title a bit more appropriate to what the data is showing now. Daily returns comparison. This time we will add a legend though. This will be our key in the corner of the graph that will show the labels of the line and which colour or type of line that label is represented by. So now we will run this and you can clearly see 3 line plots all on the same graph with the legend in the corner indicating to each label. This one gives us a lot more information on these specific stocks compared to the market or each other. Now let's move on to a different type of graph. If we have a distribution we want to show frequency with, let's say, maybe we'll want to use a histogram for example. How do we do that in Matplotlib? We use plt.hist and we will place in our distribution of stock A returns. We then also put in our bins. Bins is the number of bars that the histogram will present. For this we will say 5 bars. The title and the axes labels are once again doing all the same. Finally, the scatter plot. Normally used to see correlations between variables. This is done with plt.scatter and then, just like the line plot, the x-axis variable, followed by the y-axis variable. So the scatter we will create is the risk versus the stock A return, which as we can see doesn't show a correlation with this small of a data set, but perhaps if we had more data points, some correlations will be revealing themselves. And then that is it for everything for today's video. If you found this video helpful, please like the video and subscribe to support the channel, and I hope to see you in another video.